Hello. Thanks for joining us again on the channel. Okay, yes, we've tried so many of these. Too many probably. But this one stands out. It caught me off guard. Let's figure out why together. Quick note before we begin. There's a discount link in the description and the top comment if you want to check it out. Now, let's not waste any more time and jump right into the details.
Let's begin by examining the insights provided by our first reviewer.
This reviewer found this electric scooter to be impressively powerful, noting that it handles hills well without losing speed. For riding on paved surfaces, the suspension provides a smooth and comfortable experience. Getting it set up was a straightforward process, though our reviewer suggests that having your own set of tools, particularly sockets, will make things go much smoother than using the included kit. The provided instructions were not entirely accurate for this specific model, referring to a few features that weren't actually present, but this client found it was intuitive enough to figure out. Small tasks like mounting the basket and installing the rear brake light were simple, though you might need to make minor adjustments to the brake mounts or add some air to the fat tires before your first ride. Once on the road, the experience is refreshingly simple. This is a throttle-only vehicle, which our reviewer saw as a major plus. There are no confusing modes or speed settings to cycle through. You just control your speed with the throttle and brakes. The display is equally minimalist, showing only the remaining battery life. Everything is operated by a physical key, which has a slightly odd 3-position system. The final position is the only one that fully powers the scooter for riding and also secures the key so it won't fall out. It's a good idea to avoid a large keychain that could dangle and jingle. This scooter seems ideal for reliable, short-distance commuting, and it's easy to secure with a lock through the frame. Our reviewer strongly advises against riding it in the rain to protect the battery and motor. It goes quite fast, so riding safely is a must.
Fantastic. Now, let's see what insights our next reviewer has to offer.
This reviewer found that this electric scooter arrived well packaged. While the assembly instructions could have been a bit clearer for someone who likes to follow them precisely, a helpful video on the product page smoothed things over, even though it was for a slightly different model. All in all, putting it together was a quick process, taking only about 15 minutes. A pleasant surprise was that the battery had a decent charge right out of the box, allowing for an immediate test ride without needing to plug it in first. Initially, our reviewer was a little nervous about the scooter, knowing the kids would be eager to ride but concerned about potential falls. However, the 3 selectable speed modes quickly put those concerns to rest. The first setting is capped at a gentle pace perfect for younger riders, while the second offers a bit more zip, and the third mode unleashes the scooter's full potential. This client, who weighs about 180 pounds, found it topped out around 18 miles per hour and noted that a lighter person would likely get even more speed out of it. Despite being over 6 feet tall and feeling a little cramped on the frame, they reported that it was still a comfortable and enjoyable ride for short trips. The practical features have proven their worth. The attached basket is handy for carrying a few things on a trip to the park, and the built-in headlight and tail light provide peace of mind when riding in the evening. Other essentials like the kickstand and brakes perform exactly as expected. While the horn is a simple, spring-loaded bell rather than an electronic one, it's perfectly adequate for its job. Ultimately, this client found it to be a fantastic little vehicle for getting around the neighborhood, and it has become a huge hit with the whole family. The battery life has been more than sufficient for their needs, making it a highly satisfactory addition for local travel and fun.
Excellent. Let's find out what our next reviewer has to share about their experience.
This reviewer recently picked up this electric scooter and despite some initial doubts has come away thoroughly impressed. The shipping was incredibly fast, which was a pleasant surprise. Upon unpacking, our reviewer was also pleasantly surprised to find that the product came with all the necessary tools for assembly, a thoughtful touch that saved a trip to the toolbox. However, the initial experience was a bit rocky. Our reviewer, unfamiliar with an electric ride that uses a hand throttle, found the handling to feel quite weird and struggled with balance, leading to a moment of regret and the thought that a poor purchase had been made. It turned out the front brakes were unusually tight, and what was truly confusing was that our reviewer initially mistook this abnormal resistance as the scooter's normal operating characteristic. Imagine trying to accelerate, only for the front wheel to stubbornly pull to a halt the moment the throttle was released, a constant on-and-off battle that made riding feel incredibly disjointed and frustrating. Our reviewer thought, is this how it's supposed to be? Do I just need to keep accelerating constantly? The mystery was eventually solved after a careful inspection. It turned out that during the unpacking process, the front brake cable had inadvertently shifted upwards and become snagged on the rim of its housing. This seemingly minor misplacement was enough to effectively lock the front wheel, just enough to cause all the trouble. After gently repositioning the cable, ensuring it fell correctly into place, the problem vanished completely. Now at 61 years young, this client is happily cruising from work to home, and even enjoying some extra rides just for fun. What almost became a scathing review, born from a simple misunderstanding of circumstances, has transformed into a glowing endorsement. Our reviewer wholeheartedly recommends this scooter to anyone looking for a reliable and enjoyable ride, expressing immense satisfaction.
Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop a comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts. See you next time.